Hey, what's up guys? Today I will show you a horror movie called Deadstream. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. The movie begins with a YouTuber named Sean who unfortunately belongs to the type of YouTubers who will do anything to get attention. And I don't mean someone who sings or dances, I mean someone who makes videos that are just plain stupid. Sean does very different things, like throwing himself in the trash can, or sleeping in a moving car while doing drifts, or cursing the police in their faces and then running away and saying sorry, I'm just a small kid. Sean continued for 7 years to present these types of videos until one day he told his followers that the main reason he does all this is because he's trying to face his fear, but there's one thing he couldn't face: ghosts. So he finally decided to steal his heart and spend a whole night alone in a haunted house and in a cut-off place, and he even streamed it live. And indeed, my dear viewer, Sean got himself together and prepared his filming equipment, and after he arrived there, he did very stupid things and at the same time very smart things. For example, one of the stupid things he did was to take something off the car and throw it away to force himself not to leave the house. And after he entered, he locked the door with a key and threw it in a ventilation hole under the ground. And he kept making noises and screaming strange he saw in the house because he thought it was related to ghosts. As for the smart things he did, he put cameras in all the rooms in the house so he could monitor what was happening, and he kept communicating with his followers every once in a while to ease his fear or to scare him more, whichever was closer. In the end, when Sean started to relax in the place, he began to tell us that the house was built in 1880. There was a girl named Mildred who lived in this house. She was subjected to a great deal of bullying from the community and felt lonely all the time. When she finally found someone who loved her, he died under mysterious circumstances. She decided to take her own life, and, after that incident, anyone who lived in the house would see and hear strange things, and some of them ended up dying after wandering around the house. One of them installed cameras and felt that his heart was pounding, and suddenly he heard someone scratching the ceiling, so he screamed and ran to another room, but the horror continued to follow him because he saw the ghost moving from place to place on the cameras. Eventually, a normal girl named Chrissy came to the house to be one of Sean's biggest fans and wanted to continue the challenge with him. Sean agreed, especially after he had gained a following of 4 million viewers. Later, when they searched the house, they discovered a secret room belonging to Mildred, and they found a small box that needed a key, as well as a notebook with poems that she had written. After that, Chrissy, to excite the audience even more, said that she knew a chant that, if said, would make the spirits respond to them, or something might happen that would prove the existence of spirits in the place. And indeed, after they said it, something happened in the bathroom, and when Chrissy went to see what exactly it was, Sean found that she had completely disappeared from all the cameras, so he was shocked and went looking for her everywhere. In the end, it turned out to be a prank, and he was angry, but then he began to doubt her because he wondered how she had managed to disappear from the cameras and how she had even entered the house when he had locked it. Chrissy laughed in a very strange way and suddenly bit him on the neck like a vampire, but Sean managed to kill her at the last moment, and then he ran to the audience. He told them to quickly call the police as soon as he tried to escape from the house, but unfortunately, when he was outside, he found her body had disappeared, and he saw Mildred hanging on the cameras. When he approached her, one by one, she put her finger in her nose. But the important thing is that Sean fell from the stairs and then ran to the ventilation opening to get the key, but he found another completely different key. He discovered that it belonged to the small box he found in the secret room, which contained a picture of Chrissy and a finger cut off from her hand. This meant that Chrissy was actually Mildred. Remember when Melidra let Sean sing the chant to confirm whether there were spirits in the house or not? Well, the followers contacted Sean and told him that it was actually a spell that could control your mind, and that she used to say it to people who died so that she could turn them into ghosts like her and not feel lonely. After that, she suddenly appeared and Sean ran away from her until he had to throw himself out of the window and hurt his leg. His condition was weak from the beginning, but at least he resisted until he managed to get into the car. Then one of the followers told him that she used to live in the same house and managed to escape through a certain spell, but she also had to offer a human sacrifice. After Sean heard this, he decided to challenge the circumstances and broke the door with a piece of wood, made a weapon himself, and drew something on the ground for the ritual. After he had everything ready, he apologized to all the people he had bothered or hurt in his videos and thanked his followers for supporting him in this challenge. Then they entered into real horror. First, Sean began to hear more terrifying sounds and started to see the ghosts with his own eyes. When he tried to hit one of the ghosts with his weapon, the ghost took the weapon from him and hit him on the leg. Then they fought until his flashlight started to flicker until it went out completely, and Sean couldn't see anything. He then woke up with white eyes and found himself in a bathtub filled with dirty water. Someone was pushing Sean's head to drown him in the bathtub, but he resisted strongly and was happy to have won. However, a demon grabbed Sean by the neck and was choking him. An apparition appeared from the water, but Sean managed to enclose it in a transparent bag and killed it by injecting it with the syringe he had with him. Sean was happy about his victory, but when the demon's face was revealed, it exploded on Sean and filled his face with dirt. He wiped his face and looked at the cameras, noticing that the note was moving, so he knew that Melidra was outside. John grabbed the knife he had with him and went out, but he didn't see her. He struck the knife around the note, but he hit nothing, and suddenly Melidra appeared on the ceiling of the house and launched herself at him. Sean tried to resist her and get the knife lying next to him, and he managed to hit her in the head with the knife. He then placed a camera on her head and walked to the room, and Melidra was walking behind him. Sean tricked her and managed to hit her with a chair. He then tied her mouth and hands and kept jumping around her. But she managed to free herself and hit Sean in the face, causing him to fall to the ground. Melidra put her finger in Sean's nose and Sean removed it and tried to run away, but Melidra ran after him. Sean used her bag to get down of stairs and he showed the finger of Melidra, so Sean realized that he had to cut off his finger to kill her. Melidra had caught up with Sean, so he used the knife in her head to cut off his finger. Something then pulled Melidra to the ventilation opening, and she fell into a pool of blood. This is how Sean managed to eliminate Melidra, but the ending was not a happy one, as Sean heard voices around him and started spinning around, and all the ghosts appeared to him, and suddenly, the broadcast was cut off, and we don't know what happened to Sean. And so, dear viewers, the movie ends. Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to the channel to support us and so we can continue to provide more content. See you later.